up, everybody? Courtney Cox here with Doug Kyde at Gillette Stadium ahead of the Patriots game against the Browns on Sunday. Highly anticipated as Baker Mayfield comes into town.
Yes.
But it will also see the return of Michael Bennett, who sat out on the Monday Night Football game against the Jets. Now, the defense didn't look like they were lacking anything without him.
No.
You were there. What did you see? Did you see any type of lack without Bennett?
Yeah, I would say perhaps the return of Michael Bennett. I don't know if he'll be back on the field because, like you said, Patriots probably had their best defensive performance of the season. Without Michael Bennett on the field, that was the game that he was suspended for conduct detrimental to the team. Then he spoke to the media yesterday and I don't know, he did not seem very happy in that meeting. So I'm very interested to see what happens moving forward with Michael Bennett. But to answer your question, I mean, no, I didn't see any drop off whatsoever. And that's kind of surprising because we all expected Michael Bennett to have a big role in the defense this season. And he just hasn't really had one. The defense has changed. His role was different than what it was in his past stops. I'm not sure if he was that happy about his role changing. It certainly doesn't seem like he's happy about his lack of snaps. So I don't know. I don't think that they necessarily need him. Maybe they would if they lost Adam Butler, Lawrence Guy, or Danny Shelton for a prolonged period of time. But as of right now, they certainly don't need him.
Well, you bring up the lack of snaps, and that's what led to the suspension. Against the Giants, he only took 11 out of 50 defensive snaps. He spoke out about it, and then he was suspended for a week.
Yeah.
You say you don't know about his future with the Pats. Do you think that there is one?
No, I would say no. I would lean more towards no than yes at this point, just based on what he said, his tone, his attitude. I think that if there's a trade available, the Patriots would be smart to make one to get him out of town, just because it would open up some salary cap space. As we've mentioned, they really don't need him this season. And if they can't find a trade, then I could even possibly see them releasing him after the trade deadline, just because this team is playing so well, the defense is gelling so well, the attitude on the defense is so good right now that you don't need that pseudo cancer in the locker room, and that seems like this could be something that this could turn into. And when guys have spoken out in the past, like Adalius Thomas, Randy Moss, they haven't lasted that long. So that is how I expect this situation to go. Perhaps fences still could be mended by the end of the season, but right now it's leaning towards not looking that way.
Well, sticking with the defense, they did shut out the Jets 33-0. The best you can do against a team if you're a defense. What can they improve on going into this next week?
Maybe their run defense. There were some snaps where Le'Veon Bell was, going out for some decent carries in there, but really there's nothing. I mean, if they start improving their run defense, then maybe the pass defense drops off a little bit, and it's much more important because the Patriots are getting out to big leads to protect against the pass versus the run. But I mean, this defense is insane this year. They've allowed one passing touchdown, and they have 18 interceptions. That's unbelievable. That's just absolutely bonkers that they are playing this well, and I do expect that to continue because they're going up against another second-year quarterback this week in Baker Mayfield.
All right, well, we will see if a 2-4 Cleveland Browns team, if Baker Mayfield will be seeing ghosts on Sunday. Keep it on NESN.com. Doug Kyde, follow along with him on Twitter at Doug Kyde. We'll have all your coverage leading up to Sunday's matchup against the Browns.